everyone, today we're going to be doing another unboxing, and here we have the figure from the manufacturer's Prime 1 Studio, part of its Prisma Wing line, a 1/7 scale figure of the character Shiro from the series No Game, No Life. So just in case you don't know, No Game, No Life, or No Game, No Life, is a light novel originally published in 2012 by the author Kamiya Yu. So the series also has a manga adaptation released in 2013 by the same story writer Kamiya Yu and the mangaka Hiragi Mashiro, with the series also getting an anime adaptation in 2014 by the same name, No Game No Life, by Studios Madhouse, which the franchise also had a movie premiere called No Game No Life 0, which aired in 2017 by the same studios. So as you can see in the background, this is the Prisma Wing box rotating in 360. So without holding you guys back, let's just take Shiro out the box and see how the whole figure looks. As you can see here, this is how the character looks straight out of the packaging. As you can see here, she is wrapped around in cellophane and plastics and stuff, just like every other figurine, to avoid any like damages or scratches on the actual figure. And as you can see here, she is not actually connected to the base, but the base and the figures are like close by to each other. And also I did want to advise that the hair is a bit fragile, so do be careful when taking and removing her out of the packaging to avoid any damages. So just like every other figurine, as you can see here, it does come with like a warning guide and an assembly instructions guide together, and I think it's in both English, Japanese, and in Chinese. And yes, as you can see here, we have step-by-step of how to put it all together, and it's not really that difficult, but they do give you that here on this sheet here. So but other than that, yeah, there's nothing really much in the back, but it's mostly like in the front areas. So you can use that and read it to if you had any concern. Before we actually look at the base, as you can see here on the bottom, just like every other figure, we have information and stuff about the series, the creator, Kodokawa, the year, and as you can see on the top here, I gotta say I do like the way this. So here's a close-up shot of the actual base, and I gotta say, based on the prototype of the pictures they showed us, this looks really great as it came out. I do like everything that it shows here. You can see there's a large king piece and two pawns on the side, which I guess you can say is a little bit symbolic. We have poker cards, or the deck of cards, like flowing around the place. We can see on the computer monitor and a mouse wrapped around. Do be careful with the mouse, because that string there is a little bit flimsy, and I feel like you can break that if you're not careful with it. Other than that, I do like the way this looks. As you can see here, the translucent base has a chess piece design, or is it checkers? Well, whatever. It has a design on the top of it to give it more like a futuristic game design, I guess. And you can see here on the game monitor, which has like, you can see they're playing chess on the computer. You can see a little smartphone tablet, and I believe that's a PlayStation 3 controller. And you can see two pool balls on the base. So I gotta say, I really love the way this came out. It has all these little references of games and stuff like that. And like I said, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of chess, but I do like playing chess. And the three pieces they have there looks really great. And especially on the monitor also has like a little game being played. So like I said about the hair piece, it is fragile. As you can see here, there's actually a piece of her hair that was actually lost in the box. So luckily it's not broken, I could just connect it here, so just do be careful. So here, starting from Shiro, from her leg area, as you can see here, she does have her long socks. And one of them is actually fully connected, while the other one's like a little bit more flimsy down. So that's why her feet is flat from the front here, but actually her feet is like on the back side of it. But yeah, going up, you can see it's almost like if wind is being blown on her. So you can see her sailor uniform, or her skirt, is like blowing in the wind. So you do kind of see the bottom side. You can see her pantsu, and her body actually goes all the way into the shirt. So you do get, they didn't go cheap where it was just flat, and they actually sculpted like a little bit of the body area there. So as you can see, her hair is flowing in the wind, but like I said, be careful with the hair. It feels delicate, and you can see it's pretty shaky in some areas, so I would advise not to actually lay the figure flat, especially with the weight of the body. You don't want to like damage anything, especially how one of the pieces of the hair has actually already been removed from the piece but not broken. But I do like the way they have cards and a little bit of pool balls around the hair, and you can see her hair is blowing in the wind. You can see her top of her sailor uniform is also blowing, and it came out really great. I love the way this looks. I like the little Rubik's Cube she's holding, and you can see a close-up shot of her face. It's a bit difficult to see her face because of all the hair that's in front, so I'm showing you guys the best I can. It looks pretty okay. There's not really much downside I can say about the face. It looks pretty good. You can see she has her little crown on her head, and here's the back side of the hair. Do like the way it's sculpted. It's individual like lines to represent like the hair flows and stuff, and it came out pretty nice. But like I said before, with all this hair going around, it's like it feels fragile, and I feel like if you drop this you could break it. So just be careful when grabbing and onto it, and not to grab it from the hairpiece but rather by the legs. Alright guys, so that was Prime 1 Studios Prisma Wing 1/7 scale figure of the character Shiro. And all in all, I have to say I really like the way this figure came out. It looks really great. If you are a fan of No Game No Life, what do you think about the figure? This is actually the first No Game No Life figure I've gotten my hands on, so I gotta say I really do like the way it came out. But all in all, it's a great piece. I think this is one of the other figures they have in the series. They do have Shui, however you pronounce her name. I put a picture up here. That's another figure they have from the No Game No Life line. I've not actually got my hands on it, so I'm gonna see if I'm able to. If I'm not, I'm not. But all in all, it's a great piece. I'll leave you guys off with close-up shots and 360 view of the actual figures. So anyways guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.